Hello, everybody, and welcome to a great homecoming matchup between the undefeated 5-0 Scripps Falcons. They're looking to protect.
And there are going to be some players that are keep playing these keys and making sure that this team is doing well. First up, quarterback Hudson Smith. He's 7th in the Eastern League for passing yard, good offense. Next up, wide receiver Hank Hansen. He has over 1,000 receiving yards in his 4 years on varsity and has just been the backbone of this La Jolla team. And next up,
against Norwalk and 3 goal line stops. This guy, expect to see him a lot tonight. And Charlie Barajas, wide receiver, number 14. He's also a sophomore. He's developing a young connection with Parker Armstrong. Solid connection. They met together for a 24-yard passing touchdown against La Jolla Country Day.
At tight end, number 37. At tight end, number 37, David Henderson. Falcons and the Scripps Falcons and the Scripps Ridge Pop Warner. Bill Hewitt. Head linesman Jerry Reimers.
An incredible player. I mean, how many yards did he have last year?
last year Aiden McGill had Hoya's team. You'll find that they're mostly comprised. Of experienced seniors. And if you look at Scripps Ranch team, it's mostly sophomores. So La Jolla's gonna. And if you look at Scripps Ranch team, it's mostly sophomores. So La Jolla's gonna be losing a lot of their team. It's mostly sophomores. So La Jolla's gonna be losing a lot of their team. It's gonna be just determined again. On that rushing game.
And here we go, man. I mean, I think this is gonna be a great game tonight. It's just really who controls this offense, who controls the line of scrimmage. OS needs to be replacing somebody. Just a quick mix up. Carson Deal steps out. Number 12. Taylor Jeffrey step night, man.
Yep, I feel like he's just going to be a recurring name over and over with how well he's already doing.
I'm surprised he doesn't have any collegiate offers yet, man. I mean, this guy, he's a offers yet, man. I mean, this guy, he's a
Scripps Ranch has had on average 184 rushing yards per game. Like, that's insane against 84 rushing yards per game. Like, that's insane against La Jolla's defense. La Jolla just 4 rushing yards per game. Like, that's insane against La Jolla's defense. La Jolla just seriously, he's the only one, at least right now, getting the ball. If they just keep allowing...
Scripps Ranch offensive coordinator. Stadier in the backfield. 3 trips.
Desperado. He's already shown himself on defense. He needs to show himself on offense. This year he only has 2 catches for 48 yards. He just needs to get in the play. He's shown that he can be good. We just need to pass to him more and just make sure that he's doing well.
Homecoming night here. I mean, look at that crowd. Students have come out showing their support, showing their surprise. I mean, a 5-0 team, what more can you ask for, man?
Completely agree. The stands are completely packed, and looks like they have glow sticks.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, I love some glow sticks right now.
I
love
agree.
Cheering along.
You know, let's talk about the coaches for a second. If you look at La Jolla's head coach, you can see that he's been coaching since 2017. Just like La Jolla's team, he's experienced, he knows what's going on. But I want to talk more about the coach for Scripps Ranch. The coach is...
Number 21, Tyler Meltzer, back to kick.
Scripps Ranch...
Number 7, Lucas Grismer, back to receive. Oh, and number 3, Ryan Kessler with the catch. He's running down the
Oh
sideline.
my God!
Oh, he might break it free. Oh, and he's
No,
wrapped
tackle.
up by several Scripps Ranch defenders. I mean, that's a big momentum change right there. You get your team in great field position. I mean, what more can you ask for as an offensive coordinator? Now you got to see what this La Jolla defense can do. I mean, what this La Jolla offense can do. My fault.
You know, that has to be scary.
Back to pass. Climbing up, lobs it to number 13. Oh, and that's an overshoot. I mean, to number 13. Oh, and that's an overshoot. That would
No chance there. No chance there. Only a 2-yard gain for La Jolla.
brings up 4th down. Now this crowd is starting to get loud here.
He's shown that he's good, and with him going back onto the field, we'll see how he can field. We'll see how he can perform.
They got a slot back. They got a run. Brings it down to the 15-yard line. I mean, stat here. Just the French defense just command them again.
I mean, it's hard to tell.
Here we go. Julian Moya. Stadier gets the ball again. Stadier gets the ball again. Oh, and nearly turning point.
This could be a turning point. If they're just going to reach the end zone, they're just going to score over and over again.
Nothing gains. I mean, that's just 5 yards.
Yeah.
5 plus 5 equals 10, right?
That's true. That's the
all
first
you need.
down.
That's all you need. 5 yards.
Yeah.
5 plus 5 equals 10, right?
That's true. That's the
all
first
you need.
down.
That's all you need. Armstrong rolls out.
Balls back.
Plays the pass.
And-
Long bomb.
4-yard gain. But, you know, again, yardage is yardage.
Yardage is yardage.
La Jolla needs to get us.
This is the 8th matchup between championship rivals since 2017. I mean, do you think these teams will meet up? Backfield, number one. Tristan Reyna next to him. They shift once again, using you guys in a bit, right after this break.
Stop Ryan Strader. They're letting him move too much. That is stop number 40. Stop Ryan Strader. They're letting him move too much. That is stop number 42. It's just too much for this La Jolla defense.
I mean, Scripps Ranch is looking to
Defense.
Scripps Ranch is looking to continue their hot streak. They're 5-0.
Scripps Ranch is already
Continue their hot streak. They're 5-0.
Scripps Ranch is already 1 for 1 for 4th down conversions this game, and they have a 67 1 for 1 for 4th down conversions this game, and they have a 67% on 4th down conversions. 67% on 4th down conversions this season. They've shown that if they just keep going.
2 wide receivers to one side. We got a player hurt, Gallo Sanchez.
Possibly an injury.
I mean, if you can coach this offense to 5-0, I wonder what this team can do in the playoffs.
I agree. And not only,
Field goal.
you know, the fans are expecting you to make those field goals, and
Field goal.
you know, the fans are expecting you to make those field goals, and I think that's like most of the stress. You see, that play was encroachment on the defense.
That's good. I mean, you were just starting to get this running back rolling. It's going to be good. I mean, you were just starting to get this running back rolling. It's going to be 1st and 14.
Yards, practically doubling his yardage. They need to go for a pass here. They need to catch Scripps Ranch off guard. Scripps Ranch is prepared for the run.
The game's showing up tonight.
I agree.
It's been a mainly defensive game. It's been a defensive game so far. Ow, that's incredible. That's incredible. Boots it. Long drive. It's going to be grabbed by Armstrong gets the ball. Swings it out to a wide receiver screen to Mendez, and he rumbles ahead for second and 1. I mean, Jason Mendez has been showing up all night. Isn't he a great player?
Mendez has just kept this game going. He's showing up wherever he's needed and has been getting most of the passes sent out by Parker Armstrong.
This offensive line, he says, despite the quick game, they haven't been letting up a lot of pressure, huh?
No, they have not. Mendez is actually leading the team in receptions and yards. Somehow doing better than
Stadier in the backfield, Armstrong next to him. Scripps Ranch is going to motion 89 to one side. That's Lincoln. Stadier gets the ball, swings it out wide. He's going to bring it back, and he's going to weave his way for a first down. That's going to be a first down, Scripps Ranch.
I mean, they just can't let Strader. He's just moving up. He's just getting yardage. He's getting first downs. La Jolla, they need to put a stop to him.
I mean, this offensive line is opening up holes. They're a young line from Broadway. They're a young line from the Broadway show Hamilton. They are young, scrappy, and hungry. It's a surprise of 2024. They're a young they're a young O-line, and you don't really expect a young line to gel, but they're doing it now, and they're just putting the hurt on this La Jolla D-line.
Mm-hmm.
Scripps Ranch, that's gonna be a 2-yard gain. My fault. 4-yard gain.
Even if it's Scripps Ranch, they've shown that they're good offensively, but that was just not it for them. Let's see if they try to go for the fourth down or if they're who have the lead right now. La Jolla can run away with this. Get it 14-6, then I'm not sure if Scripps can come back from it.
It's gonna be a 1st and 10. La Jolla 190.
La Jolla team. Scripps just needs to get in there and
for a highlight play by Carson Deal. I mean, you just wish you could have that one, huh? La Jolla sends out its punt. Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. That's going to be personal foul. Roughing the kicker. That's going to be a first down for
La Jolla needs to focus. This O-line needs to get better. Then one of their keys was stop.
Down in 14. We'll see what Smith can cook up for this offense. Obvious passing situation. We'll see. He calls for a fair. He just lets it roll. It's going to be Scripps Ranch football on the 15-yard gain. 10-yard gain. You're fine with maybe going to halftime with this, but you
right for Scripps Ranch, but they did get it this time.
If you're Scripps Ranch backfield, he looks up to pass. He's going to immediately swing it out, and he's going to be caught.
Yardage is yardage, and they're still going out of bounds, moving up. I think that they have a serious chance of getting a touchdown.
Timeout, Scripps Ranch.
Seconds left in this half.
I mean, you just wonder what the
seconds left in this half.
I mean, you just wonder what they're gonna reset the clock to 4 seconds. You're just wondering. The homecoming halftime show.
This is an insanely close game. 6-7.
offenses have been stalwart. It is Vikings 7, Falcons 6. A mood of that student section over there is popping. But tomorrow at the dance,
They're gonna keep putting pressure on Nathan McGill, and La Jolla's not gonna get anywhere. Putting pressure on Nathan McGill, and La Jolla's not gonna get anywhere. Kaysen Mendez.
Kaysen Mendez can really do it all. Boots it. That's going to be a loss of the yard on the play. I mean, what Hansen and this La Jolla offense can do.
Is there anything that he can't do?
I wonder if there's some college scouts in this.
Is there anything that he can't do?
I wonder if it's going to be a great return by La Jolla. Number 13.
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly brings it to the.
Already had the lead. It's a rival game. They're not at their field. I think they were already feeling pretty good, and I think this just boosted them. In Scripps Ranch, I feel like they were already down on themselves, down by the half.
Corralled. That's going to be a 5. Go for it. Looks like they're going to go for it. Hudson in the backfield. Empty back set. Scripps bringing the pressure. Immediately flings it out. Defended. 6-yard line. That's going to be a 2nd and 8. We have a man down. Henderson is down. 6-yard line. That's going to be a 2nd and 8. We have a man down. Henderson is down. He's gripping that ankle hard. Oh, I hope that young man is okay.
I mean, it's only a point. Even if they go for a field goal, they'll at least take the lead.
Armstrong in the backfield. Trick horse.
More first downs and just snowball. 40% third down conversion rate. I think that they could be stopped right here.
Reina in the backfield. Armstrong is gonna motion out, and Stadier is gonna punt. What an interesting.
You know, Hayden is one of the best players on that team. It's not surprising that he was given that pass. It's a gain of 6 yards by Hank Hansen.
Run by McGill, immediately tackled. Aiden McGill, the ball carrier. Tacklement by Rex Tylacker. I mean, Rex Tylacker, he's aggressive. He's quick to the ball, and he hits hard. 25 tackles on the season, along with 2 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, and 1 interception. He's a playmaker on special teams and a great pillar on defense.
You know, he's doing great this season, and it's really showing in the way that Scripps Ranch is able to hold La Jolla this game.
Third down, Hudson drops back to pass. He's looking, flings it out to, looks like nobody, incomplete pass. Pass is deflected and falls incomplete. My apologies.
Looks
Brings
like
up
it was
4th down for La Jolla. Another missed opportunity. This offense can't really, as an OC, great field position. You can get a few first downs to get an extra 3 points, or you can really go for the end zone here. It's really all up to the aggressiveness of this Falcons defense. Hudson can do 1st and 10. Hudson grabs the ball, looks to pass. Ooh, and pressure in his face, and he's going to just immediately drop it.
Running the ball. I think that if we can see him getting a little bit running the ball, I think that if we can see him getting a little bit more confidence in his team, we can see La Jolla more confidence in his team. We can see La Jolla snowball out of control here.
Well contained by this.
Snowball out of control here.
Well contained by this Scripps Ranch defensive line. I mean,
getting that interception, but he has 11 receptions this year and make that 12.
My apologies. Tackle made by Ryan Stoddard. McGill in the backfield. No tight ends on this play. All 4 wide receivers out. Picked up by La Jolla on the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Falcons. On the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Falcons. Rumble up the sideline before being corralled by this La Jolla defense. Tackled by number 21, Drake Weiss. This La Jolla defense. Tackled by number 21, Drake Weiss.
You know, this is what I'm telling you. They are.
17 seconds left on the third quarter. Setting up for one more play before 4th quarter. Stop. Setting up for one more play before 4th quarter.
11.
Despite the slow game, the student section seems to be having a lot of fun, don't you think?
I agree. You can see they are delivering at least 5 tackles this game. And you know, Mendez, he's proven himself out there, but they need to pass to someone other than him. We saw the massive yardage.
Reina, who's going to bounce it outside. Oh, and he's going to be immediately tackled. His legs not immediately tackled. He's going to get a few yards before being dragged, before getting his legs taken out under him by great blocking downfield. You always love offensive linemen that can get to the second level. Open up some holes.
And of course, you know,
Be an 7-yard carry. Second and 3. 7-yard carry. Second and 3.
looks like a gain of.
It's gonna be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard. It's gonna be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. You got the safety net of being able to get a first down for 1st and goal. You're hoping yard line. You got the safety net of being able to get a first down for 1st and goal. You're hoping to put some. Mendez lining up on the left side. We'll see what this special player.
They are wild and energetic, super excited as they take the lead in their homecoming rivalry game. And you know,
It's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer. Half the distance to the goal, replay the 2-point conversion.
I mean, that's lucky for Scripps.
What else can you try and do to get what else can you try and do to get what do you think La Jolla can do on special teams to try and make something happen?
Well, no, you know, La Jolla again.
What do you think La Jolla can do on special teams to try and make something happen?
Well, no, you know, La Jolla again. I mentioned this I think twice, but last.
Hudson Smith leads his offense out onto the field. Let's see if he can finally make something happen here. The junior. What a unique. You think the D1 can? You think the D1 commit can really do anything? I mean, you're hoping for not a lot of change in this offense, despite your center going down.
La Jolla at this going 2nd and 2. They only. La Jolla at this going 2nd and 2. They only have 2 more yards until a first down. You have 2 more yards until a first down. You can hope that their offense can make this work. Actually get something. You can hope that their offense can make this work. Actually get something going. And the injured man.
It's going to be a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Vikings. I mean, they're not really pushing the ball down the field a whole lot. Looks like they're going to quickly get to the line of scrimmage, set up for another play.
You know, La Jolla needs
Smith
a big
gets
play.
the ball. Hudson rolls out to his right. He's looking for a man. Flings it down the field. It's going to be caught by number 11, Andres McClays Walker. That's not the last time we're going to be saying his name, but there's going to be some laundry on the field.
You know, Andres McClays Walker.
Hudson gets the ball, drops back to pass. It's going to be a screen pass to McGill, and McGill's going to be immediately corralled. Nothing much going on that screen pass.
In the coffin for La Jolla. I don't think La Jolla could come back from it. But if La Jolla's defense gets a stop, like they've been consistently doing in the 2nd and 3rd quarter, I think that La Jolla has a serious chance to win this game. Could win a game here on their homecoming game against the rival team, but if they can go for that touchdown, it will be a nail in the coffin for La Jolla. And this win will be practically guaranteed.
Rushing number 45 onto the field, defensive end Jack Long, or 8 or 9 yards for a Falcons. 3rd and 3.
You know,
3rd and 3.
You know, it's back to 3rd down conversion. As long as Scripps Ranch just keeps moving up the field, keeps running out the clock, I think that they have a win pretty much guaranteed as long as something doesn't happen that's extremely crazy and good for La Jolla.
On La Jolla, make sure that they send him home heartbroken. Starter in the backfield gets the ball once again. He's going to run it up the middle. He's immediately tackled by number 45, number 45, Jack Long, number 75, Jet Thomas, and the linebackers.
Looks like a timeout has been.
And he's just going to get that ball downfield, going to try and run out the clock.
You know, I have a question to ask you, Valentino.
Yeah, what's up,
You
man?
play football. How much does the crowd getting hyped actually help you guys? Do you guys listen to the crowd get hyped and go, "Oh, I need to get a touchdown now"? Like, does that actually affect you?
I mean, the crowd noise is always a big factor in games. There's something about it's like a 12th man on the field, something about having that crowd with you. It's a start on the game, and he breaks the hearts of this La Jolla crowd, and that's going to be, start up the band, that's going to be a Scripps Ranch touchdown.
You know, with a minute 25 seconds left to go.
Ryan Stodher, probably the MVP of this game. He's been all over the field tonight.
I completely agree. I feel like the MVP is definitely him. Although Reyna and Mendez have been playing incredibly good for this Scripps Ranch team, he just got a ton of yardage. A minute and 14 seconds left. The Falcons have the possibility of pushing down the field, getting a touchdown.
Pass situation, empty backfield. Smith gets ready to pass. Scripps brings pressure. He's going to just lob it to the dirt, missing pressure before immediately delivering the ball to number 4, Hank Hansen. Another great catch and throw by Smith.
You know, Hank Hansen, the backbone of this La Jolla team, he's a senior, and more yardage for La Jolla. Under a minute left, 49 seconds on the clock. La Jolla does have a chance for another goal, making this at least a closer game.
Hank Hansen hurting, goes to the sideline in is number 14, Palmer Barnett. Flag on the play. Maybe it was too early to say, but you think some magic can happen here, Lou?
I completely agree. Only a 6-point game, 13-19. I think that this is extremely possible for La Jolla. They've already shown that they can get interceptions. Although the last one didn't go anywhere for this La Jolla offense, if they can get it back, they could turn it around and score again.
Don't forget about the onside kick. Hudson back to pass. McGill in the backfield. Hudson looks to pass. He's going to pressure in his face. He's going to fling it into the end zone. Kick is going to decide the game. This kick is going to decide the game. Both sides beginning to get loud.
You know, Vikings
La Jolla
side
fans,
is cheering.
La Jolla faithful, hoping that number 88 can turn the tide of this game. Julian Zavala is going. He's going to boot it up for the onside kick. And he's going to be caught by number 22. Number 2, Charlie Martin, and that might be the end of this game. Immediate, sure hands by Charlie Martin. And he's going to make sure that this game doesn't go anywhere. I mean, my mistake, Ben Wellens.
You know, I think that this is the nail in the coffin for La Jolla. If they'd received that onside kick, if they'd gotten it, I think that it was possible for them to move across the field. But now I think that that was the nail in the coffin. I don't think that they have any chance. But there is a flag on the play.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Scripps Ranch, but it might not matter. Ben Wellens with the grab. He just put the nail in the coffin for La Jolla. You think he's pretty happy, huh?
Oh, I think he's completely happy. He's ecstatic. He possibly saved the game for Scripps Ranch.
He's probably upset with me for mistaking him for a La Jolla player. My mistake, man.
He can't hear us. I mean, he might later on.
Looks like victory formation for the Falcons. They're going to end this on the win, and they're going to stay undefeated. Scripps Ranch Falcons continue to 6-0.
You know, the Vikings crowd is still chanting and stomping as if they have a chance to win this game. I think that they're still hyped. They think that something could happen, and I think that the Vikings team thinks it too.
I mean, that's really great to see. I mean, La Jolla faithful still loyal to their team even despite this crushing loss to their crosstown rivals. Another flag on the play for the Falcons. That's going to push them back more. That's going to be a 1st and 15 for Scripps Ranch on the 25-yard line.
You know, at their own 25-yard line, if the Falcons make a mistake here, if there's an interception, if there's a fumble, La Jolla has a serious chance of scoring.
They're going to try and not do that, so they're just going to take a knee and let the clock roll out. That's going to be game. Scripps Ranch wins it. There's going to be a victory for Scripps Ranch, 19-15. This rivalry is in the books. A great win by Scripps Ranch to stay undefeated. Congrats to this team. Congrats to Ryan Stodher. A really great defensive win, offensive win. Stodher, the heartbreaker. What do you think of him?
Well, you know, an incredibly close, incredibly good defensive game. And we'll be right back to you guys to say goodbye.
And thank you for Scripps Ranch to being gracious hosts. Scripps Ranch gets the win and remains undefeated 6-0.
You know, this was their homecoming game. It was a rival game. It was an incredibly fun, incredibly close defensive game. Both teams are hyped, even though the Vikings lost, and the stands are excited for that incredible game.
La Jolla falls to 3-2 on the season. They look to get back in their next week game. Good night from Scripps Ranch. Thank you. Have a great night.
Clear? Sam, are you clear?
Let's go.
We did it. Oh my God. That was
You do it. You guys